Superman was in freaking incredible. I had the best time. I had to see it twice.
The Young Entertainment Podcast. The Young Entertainment Podcast.
Hey, welcome to the Young Entertainment Podcast. I'm your host, Mordechai, and this is my co-host, Daniella.
Hi.
And today we'll be talking everything summer in Young Entertainment. I'm going to start with June, then I'm going to go into July, where we're going to talk about The Summer I Turned Pretty, Superman. We have two Smurfs interviews, talk a little bit about August. In June, we had Ginny and Georgia, which was great. We got 3 episodes. If you haven't listened to the podcast yet, we had one with the creator, one with one of the actresses, and then one where we do a recap for you. And then we had... It was so good, right? We had so much fun.
Yeah.
Then we went to the How to Train Your Dragon press junket, which was amazing. We got to talk with Mason Thames and Nico Parker, the 2 stars of the film. And then then the Buccaneers came out. We actually got to do the press junket for that as well. If you go check out our YouTube channel, you can see one of the interviews there. Then We Were Liars came out, which was like so good. I don't know. Did you see it, Daniella?
I haven't
Did you
seen
watch it? Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
But I've heard that everybody is obsessed. Like, I love all the social posts about it.
I know. It's like the last episode is just like you're going to cry. Like, you're just like, it just is.
Cry in a good way or in a bad way? Am I going to be sad?
Yeah. Oh, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's good sometimes.
Yeah. No, sometimes it's good. You need to
Yeah.
get it out or whatever.
Yeah.
Then we had Elio, which was the Pixar film. That was really cute. And then Ironheart came out, and that was the Marvel television show that was like basically like Iron Man, but in Chicago, and she's figuring it out, and that was like a really good show. Now we're July, so we did that really quickly, June, but like we had a lot of good stuff. So hope you guys got to see that. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Tell us in the comments what we missed, if there's anything else you wanted us to talk about in June. But now going into July, we got to do the Jurassic World Rebirth press junket. We spoke to David Iacono from The Summer I Turned Pretty, which is basically what we're getting to, but we're not there yet. We're almost there.
That interview was so good, by the way. You guys have to watch that podcast episode if you haven't, where we react to it, and David is like, he's so precious. Every time I watch an interview with him, like especially ours, he's just so kind and soft-spoken, and it's just so fun to see him in real life because he's very chill. We loved his shirt. He had a really nice, like, creative, it was very fashionable, his shirt that he wore, but also we loved the behind-the-scenes moment that he shared about the bathroom scene. That was really fun. Everybody was, like, very surprised by that, too, so you have to go watch that episode if you haven't, because Dave is just the best.
Totally. He was just very down to earth. He spoke with Eli, and it was just so incredible the way the interview went, and we loved it. Superman came out like 2 weeks ago, and that was just, for me, I don't know, did you see it, Daniella?
I haven't seen it. I'm so excited to see it.
Okay. To me,
but give me all the spoilers. Like, when we talk about it, I want to know. I like spoilers.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. So we're going to talk spoilers here today.
Yeah.
We're going to talk spoilers Superman, talk spoilers Summer I Turned Pretty, and we're going to talk about Fantastic Four, but we're not going to get into any spoilers for Fantastic Four. But Superman was freaking incredible. I had the best time. I had to see it twice.
Stop.
Oh my God. I got invited to a press screening that I couldn't make just because work, whatever. It didn't work out.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, I still have to see it. So then I saw it thinking, like, in my head, like, I saw it in 4DX actually, which I, not always.
What's 4DX? Is that
have you never
IMAX?
It's IMAX with like water and like moving chairs and like it's like the whole thing.
What?
Like lights flashing. Oh my God. Yeah, it's so good.
How did I not know this was a thing? Is this like a popular thing?
In New York, they have a few of them. I don't know.
That's why I love New York.
Yeah,
of course New York would have this.
I feel like they have them all over now. I would definitely take a look, like look up to see where your 4DX is the closest
I
one.
have to. That sounds like
Yeah.
so much fun. But once you
really
watch
is.
40X, you probably can't go back to watching regular because it's probably so epic.
So you know what's so interesting about this movie? I didn't like. Yes, it enhanced it, but I
Yeah.
didn't feel like I needed it because the movie
Okay.
was just that good. Like, yeah, the movie was just so good that I felt like I didn't feel like I needed to, like, all those extra things were really good, but I didn't feel like I needed it. And I felt like
Wow.
everyone, yeah, because the acting, the motions, the colors, the music, the score, the music, it was just James Gunn vision. He was the one who created, like, is starting this whole new like DC universe.
Yeah.
And it's just incredible. Yeah, so David Cornsweet, he's actually, it's so funny. I was going through his IMDb, but I didn't write it down. But he has like such an incredible IMDb. But then I saw these like old YouTube videos he did when he was like a kid, like I don't know, 15 or something.
No way.
And they're so cute and they're so fun and he's just like having like the best time. He's like there's this one scene where he's like in his YouTube video where it's like they're rating fruit or like they're the fruit of the month.
Okay.
And basically he said, what does he say? He's like, oh yeah, my friend here put down strawberries, but what he didn't tell you is that I'm allergic to strawberries. It was like a whole bit. It was just like
How fun.
it was so funny. I laughed so hard when I saw that. And then I went back. I think it's called Mo and Joe Weather or something
Okay.
like that. Mo and Joe Weather. And it was it was really funny. I started watching it today just to kind of like get a glimpse of like what this is like there's so much light, there's so much heart, there's so much soul in this film. And when I did like I wanted to kind of like do like research because I wasn't sure like what I wanted to talk about or like how I wanted like like when I went into the film I wasn't sure like what I wanted out of it, so I really wanted to like get into the characters. So I watched like all the 4 Christopher Reeve films. I watched the Snyderverse. I went back to like the 1930s. There's like this one, I think it was a radio show that they turned into like a TV thing. It was, yeah, and it was very like, it was like very cool, black and white. But then they did like another one in like the late 30s, and it was just like so interesting to see. It was like literally a play-by-play of like like Superman and like who he was. And but it's so funny because like growing up, I always like Tom Welling to me was always like Smallville. Did you watch Smallville growing up or no?
Yeah, I've seen.
Yeah.
Going back to like mom not letting me watch stuff growing up, I've seen
Right.
some episodes. Yes,
Okay.
it was really fun. It was such a fun show.
So fun.
Yeah.
And the thing that that was always like my Superman because it was always like, because that's what I grew up with was Tom Welling and you know, but then after seeing this, I'm like, no, this is my Superman. Like that's how much of an impact this Superman made.
Wow. Okay, I have to
yeah.
ask you.
Yeah. Please.
So, what was your favorite thing about it? Because obviously, like, it was so good. What was your personal favorite thing?
Yeah, so there's this moment at the end. This is a spoiler, but basically like Lex basically like blurts out to Superman that the reason why he's doing whatever he's doing and you know is that he's jealous. Like that was it. It was plain and simple. It was a very like there was no like maniacal master plan. It was just like I'm jealous of you. And then he says back to him, he's like, this is why you've always been wrong about me, Lex. I'm human. I'm as human as anyone. I love. I get scared. I wake up every morning, and despite not knowing what to do, I put one foot in front of the other to make the best choice. I screw up all the time, but that is being human. And I cried twice. During that scene. It gave me, yeah, exactly. It gave me chills. Yeah, and then the music with it, like from what's it called? It was David Fleming and John Murphy used like John Williams score, and it was just like it really had like this really big impact. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I'm like this summer. Like really, we had so much good, and I'm so happy that this is what we got it from it. And I'm excited for like what the DC universe, you know, brings. So
yeah, it's so incredible too when these iconic franchise brings something like that, a concept that's so relatable, like the whole jealousy thing. And I think it's a great lesson because, and this is a very popular topic on social media, it's like people find themselves feeling jealous, even if they're not even typically like a jealous type of person, and they are a person that's like a cheerleader, just because, especially with social media, you just see one side of somebody's life. You just see the good moments. And it's important to remind yourself, like you were saying, Superman was saying, that he still fails. Like, he still has to put one foot in front of the other. He still makes mistakes, but you're only seeing, one side of it, or just, like in general. And so, what a powerful lesson. That's really, really cool. I love that.
I know. Yeah, and it stayed with me, like, and
Yeah.
I'm still like reeling from it after like 2 weeks, like seeing it twice, like 2 week, like last week,
Yeah.
and it's like, it just, it stuck with me, and I'm so, yeah, and I love it. Yeah.
Totally, because I learned one time, like, jealousy, sometimes it comes from the root of feeling like you're lacking something, or like somebody else is just always has something that you don't and you never will. And so hearing it from this perspective, from this film, he's being relatable by saying, like, listen, I make those mistakes too. Like, you aren't the only odd one out. You aren't the only one making mistakes. And I think that's such like an important wall to break down, because then we can all realize, like, we're not the only ones that are having off days and don't know what we're doing and faking it till we make it and trying to figure it out. If only all of us could talk about that more, I think that would be really powerful. But I love that. Now I'm even more excited to watch it. I can't wait.
Oh yeah, no, you gotta go, and then when you come back, we gotta talk about it.
Yeah. Amazing.
So now everyone's like kind of like playing like guessing games of like who's gonna be Batman, who's gonna be Wonder Woman, because it's like we have a whole new world, and like people are speculating, will Robert Pattinson's Batman be the Batman? And like people, like, personally, I see that as like a different world, so like
Yeah.
I'm okay, but like people are saying how like regular moviegoers might be confused if it's like a different one.
Okay. Interesting.
So it's just, yeah, it is interesting. So I want to, like, are you familiar with the DC universe at
a
all?
little
or-
bit. I was going to ask you, who
Okay.
would your fan casting be for the two characters that you mentioned?
Oh, so I was gonna go into this other character.
Oh, yeah,
So
do it.
did you see the Dark Knight series?
Yes,
With-
that was actually, it was so good, right? That was like
Yeah.
one of the first, like, I feel like serious films I ever was like allowed to watch.
Oh,
And
it
I
was
just
so
remember
good.
being mind blown. And that was one of the films that inspired me. Like, I want to be a drama actress, because it was just so good. It really stuck with me. I saw it in theaters and I will never forget it. It was so good.
Oh wow! So
Yeah.
so Joseph Gordon-Levitt, right?
Yes,
And the role he plays. So spoiler alert, who he is at the end of the series. He's Robin. He ends up being Robin. Like in the last like 5 seconds
yeah.
of the film, it's
Yeah.
like you find out his name is
Still gets-
Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the characters in the DC universe is Robin, and he's Batman's like right-hand man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so he becomes this other character called Nightwing at a certain point.
Okay.
And so he's kind of like takes over for Batman, or Batman's not there. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember the exact details, but he's a really, like, he's like the young adult. Like he's like the, like, like our genre of like people of
Yeah.
like, who we want to see like on screen. And
Yeah.
I would love to see him. So I kind of like did some digging to see like who people like were fan casting for him. So yeah, so if you were to pick like I'll give you some of his like characteristics.
Okay.
He's mid to late 20s,
Okay.
athletic build, charismatic, has emotional depth, and can do stunt heavy action. Because he was like an acrobat, I believe, like he in the like in the circus. Do you remember that that movie Batman and Robin with George Clooney
From forever ago?
Yeah. With Chris O'Donnell played Robin. So I by the way, I love that movie because it was so
Yeah.
campy.
Yeah.
And it was just so good. And
Yeah.
and I love the colors, that Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy. Anyways, I'm just like, I was just remembering about it just like while we're talking. So But yeah, so like based on like what I just said, like who do you see as like a fan cast?
Okay, you know who came to mind, but I don't want this to sound cliche. So,
Okay.
but I feel like he's so loved, and I feel like he matches the description that you just said. Is Josh Hutcherson?
Oh, okay.
Do you feel like he matches that description?
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
Okay,
Yeah.
you don't sound sold. Okay, so we're the casting directors. So if Josh Hutcherson walked in and then he did his audition and he walks out, you and I are the casting directors. So what would your feedback be of why you weren't sold on him? Like when I first
Why I
mentioned
wasn't
that?
sold on him?
Yeah.
Josh Hutcherson, from what's it called? From Hunger Games, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to put a face to it.
Okay.
You know, I when I think of this character, I think of like someone who like climbs and like jumps from like tree to tree.
Okay.
And I can't see that. I don't know. I can't see like Josh Hutcherson like doing those kinds of like stunts. I don't know. I don't see it as much as like I don't know.
No, that's fine. I was trying to think like who else. Okay, wait. So if you were a casting director for this and you had to call somebody in the room to audition, then who would it be?
Okay. Okay, who would it be? Well, I mean, my mind went to Gavin.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. Because it's like I know he doesn't fit like 100%, but
Yeah.
like in my mind, he just like I want to see him do it.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not sold either.
I
Why
know.
wouldn't
Well,
you?
Gavin is like so cute. And I don't know,
Okay.
he's just like so beautiful. I don't know. I just pictured, I guess, someone like more rugged or quirky in that role, which is why casting is such a fun job, because it's like you could envision different like versions of like the same character.
That's true.
And he's so, even just like watching this new season of Summer, he is sweeter than cotton candy. Like he's just sugar to his core. Like his, at least of course that's his character on Summer, right? So it's not, I'm sure he's
Yeah.
versatile, but like I don't know, I have a hard time picturing him in like an action role. But okay, I feel like we need to think of one more person that we could
Okay.
like.
Well, just to say, it's Gavin Castellano that we're talking about.
Yes.
Just so that people know, because I didn't say his full name, so I just wanted to make sure of that. So should I give you the ones that I found?
Yeah, tell me.
Okay. So the top one was Tanner Buchanan. Do you know who that is from
No.
Cobra Kai?
Oh, okay.
He was in.
Yeah.
He's All That or something like that. He was in that movie on Netflix. He's
Okay.
All That. I think that's what it's called.
I'm typing in right now. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, he's super cute. He's also
Yeah.
from something else I just watched. What was it?
Okay, our producer is like so locked in. he's a massive comic book fan. Got it. I love that.
This is Aaron's dream episode.
Yeah.
Okay. Where did I just see Tanner in something? Oh my God. No, he's so cute. Okay, I feel like I'm already liking this option a little bit more.
Okay,
For
so
casting.
he was like one of the tops, and then I saw like Dylan O'Brien, but he fits that Josh Hutcherson vibe. I feel like he was, you know, Dylan O'Brien from Teen Wolf,
Yeah.
the Maze Runner.
Yeah. No, I was trying to think because I get my Dylans confused because there's two
Oh, okay.
Dylans on that show, right? Yeah. No, I know who you're talking about. Okay, yeah. He has more. I feel like he go more of that like rugged action direction.
Totally.
Okay, yeah. Was there somebody else too?
Well, I'll just give you the rundown of the rest of them on this list.
Okay.
You have Mason Gooding, Rudy Pankow.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a really
Yeah.
good one. Okay. I
Yeah,
think
because
that would be my
he
choice.
did all those flips in Outer Banks.
Yeah.
I thought
No,
that was really.
he has
yeah.
that grit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Love that.
Jacob Elordi.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. He might be
still
too
like Rudy.
tall though, but I'm not sure.
I still like Rudy.
Okay. Yeah, Rudy's good. And the other two were Logan Lerman and Charles Melton.
Charles Melton.
Charles Melton. He was in Riverdale. He did what
Oh,
else
here
did
we
he? What else was he in?
Okay, I also like this direction. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. I could see that. He gives action figure just by like looking at him. So I think
Yeah,
he could
exactly.
be a good fit. You know what just came to mind for some reason? Like, call me a nerd. I don't know. I was just thinking, like, if we were casting this maybe like 10 years ago, I was trying to think of who could fit this part. And I was thinking Chris Pine or Tom Hardy. And then I was thinking, that's because they're in my head from This Means War with Reese Witherspoon and how they both play that like action, like FBI part kind of thing. And I was like, those would have like back in the day, those would have been like possible castings for this. But anyway.
And that's so funny. And I was thinking, like, if you go, like, I wasn't sure how far back we were going, but I was thinking Freddie Prinze Jr. could, like, if we're going further back.
Totally. We could have a whole multi-generations of this casting.
Totally.
That's so fun. Okay, we digress. I think I just got so excited about that. Okay, no, that's a great list, though. That's so good.
Totally. Yeah, I think it's a good list.
So, should we talk about the summer I turned pretty?
Oh my God, I'm so scared. I know, I'm excited. No, I'm excited. I'm scared, but I'm excited because it's fun. Like it was you know, it was good. It was fun to watch. It's fun to watch all the fan stuff going on. So yeah,
Totally.
Let's get into it.
I will say this. So of course we all know it's the final season, and you know how sometimes you love a show so much and then you start watching the final season and you're like, whoa. Like, where is this going? This is too wild. Or even like sometimes it starts off really slow because they're trying to build that anticipation. I didn't feel either of those things. I felt like it was very, like the plot line was plotting. Like I felt like the story was moving along very nicely. And I also felt like it's going to be good, and it is good. And so that made me happy. I'm so nervous too, though, because like OMG. And also they left us on such a cliffhanger for the last episode released so far. So what would this be? Season 3, end of episode 2.
End of episode 2, yeah. So just so everyone knows, you're probably going to hear this after episode 3 airs, but this is where we are. So we're just we're doing it.
Here's the upside of them just releasing episodes slowly is we get to chat about it and really digest it and talk about it.
Totally.
Okay,
totally.
so I have things I want to talk about, but really quickly, right off the bat, I want to know, what was your favorite scene from the first 2 episodes so far?
Oh, my
if you had to choose one.
So do I have a favorite scene? I'm just thinking.
You have to choose just one. I know it's hard.
Just one?
Yeah.
I think I like the Ariana Grande when she's like remembering like the different moments that her and Jeremiah had.
Yeah.
Like I think that really like that moment, though, something about the song and the way it was like the montage and how they did it. I that was my favorite. That was my favorite scene.
Okay, and then Mordechai, I have to ask you: are you Team Jeremiah or Team Conrad?
Oh my God, no, I'm scared I'm gonna get canceled. I'm Team Jeremiah.
And I'm Team Conrad, so we're 50-50. So that means that everybody's staying here. Okay, so here's the thing. Where do we think this is going? Because I feel like we're just gonna, is the show steering us toward Belly and Conrad, or is the show steering us toward Belly and Jeremiah? The writer is obviously very smart, right? We love Jenny Han. So I'm thinking like, I'm feeling like they're setting it up to be Belly and Jeremiah, because then they're going to pull the rug out from underneath us and it's going to be Belly and Conrad. Like that was my guess. That was my feeling when watching the first 2 episodes. What did you feel?
Yeah, I mean, so I read the 3rd book.
Okay.
So like this is, it's not 100% accurate, but it feels like it's going in that way.
Really? Okay.
But then again, I don't know, because part of me feels like she might end up alone in this. I don't know. Yeah. Like the way they're going with the story, it feels like they're leading towards Conrad.
Okay.
Because of like, he's going to therapy, he's taking care
Yeah.
of himself, like he's doing all the things to get himself where he's at a good place.
Yeah.
And I feel like and like right now Belly is like, even though she said yes to Jeremiah to get married,
Yeah.
it almost feels like she's, she just got out of a trauma with her brother that like
Yes.
she's just kind of like leaning on him, and that was what he's like, they just
Yeah.
but then again who like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
And here's the thing too about what, like literally what you just said, right? Where Belly said yes to Jeremiah. I think what's hanging over us all and looming over all of us is that we know that there was that moment where Belly spent Christmas, I think it was, with Conrad and never told Jeremiah. And I
Right.
feel like that couple things, that's going to come out at some point. And I think that's going to put a huge divide in her and Jeremiah's relationship. But also, I feel like that's a huge Easter egg or subtext really, that like Belly has feelings for Conrad still, because why wouldn't she have said anything? It's not like anything happened between them. At least
Right.
they didn't show. Like, so, okay, speaking of Easter egg moments, I felt in my soul when I was watching this so Steven gets in the car accident and then Conrad finds out and he decides he is going to put his new job pretty much in jeopardy by asking the head doctor at his new facility if she knew anybody at Steven's hospital, right? To see if he could put a good word in and get Steven like the best care at that hospital. I kind of felt like he was doing that for Belly.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. I felt
Right.
like it was a nod to Belly, like, hey, I see you. I see you. That's what I felt like it was. I know he loves Steven, but I felt like it was about Belly.
It could be. Because he was more focused on her. Because she was the one who called. Like, if it was anyone else, like, he might not have, if it was, yeah.
And that job was a big deal. So he put it all on the line for her. So that's another thing. I don't know.
I was gonna say though, that doctor, I mean, that kind of it kind of bothered me that she fired him on the first day.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, and especially like, I understand like her point of view, like, oh, you don't make mistakes, and this isn't the kind of thing you make mistakes, and she was trying to teach him a lesson, but it felt like I don't know, people are human and they're allowed to make mistakes, and it's like his first day. It's not like
first day.
Yeah, it is like, I don't know. It just felt a little too harsh to me.
It did feel too harsh. It almost felt like it specifically was written that way because then it showed how high the stakes were and what a big risk it was in order for Conrad to make that request, leading to perhaps showcasing that it was for Belly. Now, maybe that's just the Team Conrad girl in me that's like, oh, yes, this is what's happening. But, okay, so taking a break from that for a moment. Okay. I'm really interested to hear your answer for this. Which character do you think has grown the most out of all of them from season 1 to now season 3, episode 1 and 2?
Oh, that's an interesting thought. Grown the most. Okay, I'll go through the characters. Let me go through it for a minute.
But you can only pick one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely not Belly. Not Jeremiah. Conrad, maybe. Taylor and
Steven.
What's Belly's brother's name again?
Steven.
I was gonna say his real name, Sean. Steven. No, not them. I'm trying to think, like, not the parents. I think Conrad. I mean, I think the beginning, the first episode shows Conrad grow. I mean, him going to therapy shows that he's taking initiative in himself. Yeah. Like to be better, as like none of the other characters you really see any like changes, I guess. So much, like, not that they've gotten worse or better, like, But I think Conrad is the only one that you see like kind of like he did
Evolve.
something. Yeah, he did something to move forward versus everyone else. Like, yeah, they did things with their lives, but like they went to college, whatever. I don't want to say like nobody did anything.
Right. Totally. No, I get exactly what you're saying. And you know what else came to mind too about him is that there's that scene where he's at that pub with one of his coworkers, Conrad is, and he opens up freely telling her how much he loved Belly and was like in love. And I felt like in previous seasons, he's so guarded and he's so like, that's what kind of gives him the bad boy mystique. And he just so effortlessly said that he was, what did he say, 11 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 was in love with Belly. And I was like, well, that is some growth right there for him to say that. Did you feel the same way?
Not in that moment, because when you see the flashback, it almost feels like he's holding on to something.
Okay.
That he, and I didn't get it in that moment.
Okay. Interesting.
Like maybe if they didn't show the flashback, I think I would have.
Okay.
I think I would have felt that more.
Yeah.
Like, because it's almost like that flashback like just happened for him, as opposed to like something that happened in the past. Because what was it, like a year ago or something?
Interesting.
Or a few years back? Yeah. I don't know. Just my thought.
No, yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
I love it. I love our
I'm so nervous to talk about this because people are like so about like their fandoms, and I don't want to like like take that away from them.
No, this is so fun because like it's cool. It's like we both watch and then we both have like different like lenses. I think that's what makes it fun, like talking about these shows, because it's like a game of tennis, like back and forth. Totally. Okay, so did you feel wait, I'm gonna ask that in a second. Okay, what do you think the real reason is that Conrad is holding back? Because he's obviously still in love with Belly. He said it. Do you think it's guilt? Do you think it's fear? Do you think it's self-sabotage? Let's psychoanalyze.
Wait, Conrad?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, she's with his brother. I mean, she's in Conrad's in Conrad's head, she's happy, and he doesn't want to take that away from her.
I feel like he didn't fight for her though. I know we're kind of going back.
Well, he never really fought for her. I mean, when she, at the dance, like in season 2, like he didn't like fight for her. She was like there, and he didn't like, I know that he was going through a lot with his mom and like all, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like he, like in the past, like, he, I don't know.
Because I feel like if Conrad would have fought for her, they would be together. So I feel like it's his lack of taking action. And so I feel like this season, now we've gotten more insight to his brain and the way his character is wired. Like, you're, exactly going to therapy and then opening up to his coworker. And so I was just kind of like conspirizing or theorizing, because we know that he loves his brother, but at the same time, we also know, I think, I shouldn't say we know. I think that if Conrad had the chance to really be with her, he would, because he keeps like messing it up. So I'm wondering like what it is that has kept him from going after her. And I think in this season, we're going to figure that out, because I feel like that's one of the biggest questions people have.
Right. Like, why not just go for it?
Yeah.
Like what's he waiting for? Oh, that's an interesting thought.
Yeah. We all want to know. We all want to be in Conrad's head.
Especially since he keeps his brother so far away, like in terms of like his emotional distance, like he keeps him so far away because of his feelings towards Belly that like, I don't know where I was going with that.
No, I was so roped in. I know what you mean. Yeah. Like, exactly. It's an interesting dynamic. Okay, so where do you think Steven and Taylor's relationship is going?
They're so exhausting. I love them. Don't get me wrong. I love them, but
I love them too. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fun to watch, like the back and forth
Yeah.
and like all that. Like I love watching them. They're just fun.
Yeah. They
Yeah, I
are
have no
fun.
idea.
They like their dynamic is really fun.
Yeah, they have good
Um,
chemistry on
They,
screen.
yeah, they totally do. Okay, so, okay, what, if any, Easter eggs do you feel have we seen so far in the first 2 seasons? I know it's early.
First two episodes or
Sorry,
seasons?
first 2 episodes of season
Episodes.
3.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. That you feel like potentially are hinting to the final couple.
Ooh. Hmm.
Can I say one?
Yeah, go for it, please.
Okay. The crossword puzzle with the little sticky note next to it. I just feel like, I don't know if that's necessarily an Easter egg, but I feel like it was like a gesture that
What did it say
because
again? Do you remember what it said?
It said something like, it was so good to see you, Belly. And like
Okay.
usually Conrad's the guy that would have just left, right? Left in the morning without a trace. But not only did he leave a sticky note, but he also left it right next to the word that she helped him with in the crossword puzzle. So I feel
Right.
like that was like a moment.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you're probably right. I'm trying to think of Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I
have
just
nothing
thought of
to say.
another one.
What?
Okay, so you know how there's that whole Mexico debacle or like Cabo where they go for spring break and
Oh,
there's
yeah.
that whole situation, right? So call me crazy, but obviously there was that infinity necklace that went back that Conrad gifted Belly. Well,
Right.
Jeremiah also gifted Belly jewelry.
The bracelet, yeah.
The bracelet. They both gave her jewelry. One is an infinity necklace. One was not, you don't remember it in the fondest way because of the circumstance that it was given in. So I don't know if that's also like an Easter egg.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm not good at, like I didn't pick up on any of those. But did you notice that in the crossword puzzle they put Jenny Han's name?
Yeah, that was cute.
That was cute. Yeah, that was cute. I like
That
that.
was so fun. Trying to think
I'm
if there
trying
was
to think.
anything else.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not good like that. I was trying to think of the songs, but because a lot of
Yeah.
times the songs represent, and I know some of the clothes that she wears, but I'm not good like that.
That's
like
okay.
picking up on those things. Yeah.
I was just trying to think. Okay, but those were some strong ones, especially like Conrad calling in the favor. So, we'll see. But next episode, let's both be on the hunt for Easter eggs because
Okay. Deal.
so that we can keep an eye out. Okay, so let's talk about, this is a question for you 100%. I want to hear your thoughts on this. How has this TV series, The Summer I Turned Pretty, helped redefine the YA genre? So obviously in this series, right, we have like voiceovers, we have romantic tropes, we have the music supervision that is like, I noticed TikTok trend music, right, while I'm watching this season, and I'm sure it was in past seasons too. So how do you feel like the series has just redefined this genre of young adult?
Oh, it's a good question. I think that the like, I don't think I think, oh my God, I'm trying to think of, okay, so like the brothers trope, obviously, like we've seen before with like the Vampire Diaries and One Tree Hill, and but it's always like they're so distant. I feel like this is like the first time we see brothers that are like closer with each other. I feel like there's a lot of like closeness between the different characters.
Yeah.
As opposed to like each one having like separate
Interesting.
storylines, maybe.
Yeah.
Like they're kind of like, it's kind of like stuck to like the core 5.
I love that.
And I think like you could see it in Jenny Han also when in an Exo Kitty, she does that too. It's like this like close, just like the, and I kind of like that, where it's like you kind of like see like, just like these internal
Yeah.
things between people, but that they're super close with each other, if that makes
Yeah.
any sense whatsoever.
No, it does. No, you're right. I think it's cool. I also think it makes it relatable and kind of like more OMG factor to it. It's more interesting.
I think also like the family aspect. I feel like a lot of times like we don't see the parents, like they're kind of like not there.
That's a great point.
And I feel like here it's like the parents play like a part in the story where it's not just like an afterthought, but like Belly actually calls her mom when she's in the hospital, and they're not just trying to like figure it out on their own.
And totally. And I love that the families are also like close with each other. I think that that's really nice.
I like that we got to see Taylor's mom this season.
I know, she's so cute. She's so like fun.
She's so cute. Yeah, she's so fun.
Totally. Okay, so I want to know, if you had to pick one, what is your hope for this season?
My hope for this season, honestly, like I want to see, I do want to see more of the Jeremiah and Belly's like relationship, but like I want to see it in like a, what's the right way? I just want to see more of it, like where like, because I feel like he's like, they're in college and it's like this, they're kind of like they each have like their things and like they're that they don't like, but they're kind of like living on top of each other. So I kind of want to see them like together, but like as like independent of each other.
Yeah, almost like a more mature relationship.
Yeah.
Like see more of their relationship dynamic too.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like we saw like because we missed 3 years of their you know, their relationship, and we only got to see one fight that they had, and so we really didn't get to see like, you know, they show glimpses of it in different like flashbacks, but I kind of want to be like in that moment, but I feel like, but I don't know, I can't see that that's where we're going with it. So like but so I'm curious to see like where they're going. I'm curious if they're gonna stay with the book or if they're gonna go somewhere else with it.
Totally. No, that's
what about you?
That's a great answer. I feel like I want, and it's kind of along the same lines as what you said. Like my hope is closure. Like I want closure. Yeah. Yes, I want to know. Okay, if it is Jeremiah, why is it Jeremiah? And I think we'd need to see exactly what you said, like the inner workings of the relationship. And if it's Conrad, showing like how they're going to get to that place and how that's all going to work out. And if Belly ends up with neither of them, the closure of why is it neither of them? Because we need to believe it. Like I hope that the ending is not Belly's on her own just because Conrad was stubborn and couldn't open up his emotions or XYZ. I hope that she ends up with her person because it was her person, and I hope we get to see it.
Right.
So that's my hope.
I'm thinking like Cameron's gonna come back. No, I'm just joking. But can you imagine? They like throw that in there.
Major plot twist.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it. Okay, so we've been going for 45 minutes already. I think I'm gonna go to the game. Does that sound good?
Oh, yeah, let's do the game, and then we got to do the interviews also. So so this game, we'll do it rapid fire style. Okay, perfect.
So basically, I'm going to rattle off moments from season 1, 2, and 3 of The Summer I Turned Pretty, and then you get to label it either pretty or pretty messy.
Oh, okay.
And this is your opinion.
Oh, wow. Okay, let's go.
Okay, and some of them are a little more obvious. Some of them could go either way, so it'll be fun to see what your opinion is. Okay. First one, Belly showing up to prom with Jeremiah right after the Conrad breakup.
Pretty messy.
I didn't know what you were going to say because you're Team Jeremiah, so I didn't know if you were going to say
Team Jeremiah,
pretty.
but that's like, I mean, pretty messy.
Okay, Conrad giving Belly the infinity necklace.
Wait, say that again?
Conrad giving Belly the infinity necklace.
Pretty.
Yeah. Okay, the infamous volleyball game showdown.
Pretty.
Yeah, okay. Taylor and Steven's first kiss at the house party.
The house party. Oh, that was their first kiss? I guess so. That was pretty. I mean, it was pretty messy, but like it somewhere in the middle, because it was hard to tell where she was with Milo at that point.
Yeah, totally. Okay, Belly kissing Jeremiah in the pool while Conrad watches.
Oh my God. I'm going pretty with this one. I don't know.
Belly shows up at the motel to yell at Conrad for leaving without saying goodbye.
Pretty.
Yeah, I could see how you'd say that, though. Yeah. Belly being willing to not go to Paris to stay back home for Jer.
Wait, say that again?
So, pretty or pretty messy? Belly
Right.
being willing to not go to Paris to stay back for
Oh,
Jer.
pretty messy. Pretty messy.
Really? I thought it was pretty that she was willing to do that. But I'm asking you. I shouldn't interrupt.
Oh, well, I mean, like, I just, like,
I know what you mean. I'm teasing.
No, because, like, it just, like, I don't know. I feel like if she really wanted to go, like, don't let a guy. Yeah, she should go. And, like, I don't think it's being selfish. I think it's, it's like, it's how life works.
And spoiler, I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember that behind the scenes TikTok that was circulating a few months ago from the filming of The Summer I Turned Pretty? And there was like a scene of Jeremiah. And the scene, it was literally behind the scenes. So we don't know what the actual scene was. But it was somebody filming with their phone in Paris. And Jeremiah was in the scene. And I think Belly ran up to hug him. And it was in Paris. So do you remember seeing that?
No, I didn't. But oh my God, I can't wait.
I know.
Wait, so I didn't know that they actually went to Paris. That's so exciting. That's so exciting.
Yeah, that's what it said in the TikTok. So I think it had, yeah. Okay, so Jer impromptu proposing to Belly in the final, I shouldn't say the final scene, but the
season 2 the end of season 2.
I actually said that right. The final scene of season 3, episode 2. Yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt meaningful. It felt sincere.
Like in the moment, it it's pretty.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like Jeremiah's proposal was sincere. I feel like he
totally
really meant it. Yeah. Okay. That was my game.
Okay, fun.
I know, right?
Yeah. So, where are we up to? Oh, yes. I was just gonna say, so the next thing I Know What You Did Last Summer. If you want to see it, I say go watch the first 2 because it's so good. But we got to move on. So that was but yeah, I have to say that I saw it and I liked it, and go see it. Okay, and now Smurfs. We got to go to the press conference. We did interviews with Sholo Mari Duena. I hope I said that correctly. And Natasha Lyonne. So we're going to have Aaron roll the clip.
Hi, well, I'm Lauren with Young Entertainment, and we're focused on masterclass moments on talent in the field and learning to grow from them, specifically with young adults in the industry.
Okay.
So here
I need you guys. Wait a second. I'm trying to figure it out too, Lauren.
We all need you. We all
my
need you in
gosh.
the industry, and you're so inspiring your career. I saw the movie last night. It was so fun.
really,
I wanted to ask, was there a specific way in getting into the character of Brainy Smurf that you brought into the booth? Did you bring in glasses with you?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm fooling everyone today, but like I am someone who is more comfortable in glasses. I'm wearing the contacts right now, but this is the first job actually that I've ever gotten to do with glasses.
Oh my gosh, so fun.
I was so excited about that, and then it was really because of the director and the greater voiceover team that really helped session in session out over the course of months, really help get back into that voice every time.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. Were there any specific roles, animated roles specifically from your past that you brought into the Smurfs and to Brainy Smurf?
Oh yeah, like there was this animated show Pingu, a claymation animated show about a penguin who is the best at sound effects. He like might as well have been sound effects Smurfs in this one. I am someone who always has kind of watched animated stuff. I love the Studio Ghibli movies, and I love the childlike wonder of those flicks. And yeah, I'd say that's kind of some of the things that were on my mind.
Amazing. And do you think that there's a big difference between an animated role, or what is the mental shift from an animated role versus a live action for you?
There is a bit of a shift in that, you know, a lot of the areas that you usually use to express yourself, your face, your body language, you know, are removed when you're in the recording booth. And it was really great to get to learn from professionals, people who had been doing this for much longer than myself, and in all the different ways I can use my voice, and you learn that it's actually quite physical. Like we're moving and bouncing up and down, and you know, running and pretending to eat stuff and all of this. Like it's very childlike, and I feel like I thrive in kind of that environment. And yeah, it was different but the same. We're doing the same thing on Cobra Kai, but we're getting to punch each other instead of, you know, say Smurf.
So fun. And you've had the privilege of working with some incredible legends in your career.
I know, what the heck?
I know, amazing is that. And what was the experience on working with all of this all-star cast in Smurfs?
You know, so much, while the credits were rolling, I was finding out like, oh my God, this person was that? Like, people really can manipulate their voices well. And I was like, I'm not the best at recognizing voices anyways, but yeah, unfortunately we didn't get to record all in the same booth at the same time. But I think just in bearing witness to their ability and keenness and you know, I came onto this project with the assumption that I was going to get to, you know, make a really fun project that was for kids, and that was going to help, you know, offer some cool conversations for youngsters. And the fact that these people are aligned in the same journey, I'm like, that's a lesson enough.
Yeah, and just a quick question to wrap it up. So obviously the Smurfs live in mushrooms. If you could live in any oversized object, what would it be?
I mean, mushroom is a really good one. I really like that idea. I think also SpongeBob had it right with the pineapple too. I think, you know, there's nothing like, you want kind of I want a taller structure rather than, you know,
not
a tofu
one.
House, yeah. Not like a 70s tofu style house. What about you? What vegetable are you taking? Vegetable?
Oh, does it have to be a vegetable?
No, you can take whatever. Yeah.
A broccoli.
Hey, all right.
Resembles a tree, can be a tree house.
It's kind of like mushroom adjacent.
Yeah, exactly. Same
go.
vibe. Well, thank you so much for your time.
You,
really appreciate it, and look forward to your next project.
Appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by, okay?
Yeah.
You have a great day.
Cute. I like how
So cute.
he asked her the question at the end.
Yep. All right, Erin, let's get to the next one.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Wonderful. I'm Lauren from Young Entertainment, and we focus on masterclass moments for young adults in the industry to inspire them ways to get involved in their craft.
Okay. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's dive in. So the Smurfs are described as being 3 apples high. Was there a fruit that you would use to best describe Mama Poot?
Probably 1 pomegranate.
1 pomegranate. That's a good one. How do you get involved in a project like this? Was there a certain audition process?
Not that I recall. I remember an email and then showing up on a lot, expecting to see some Smurf design, and instead being shown a hairball with 1 tooth and saying, but you're saying Rihanna's in this thing, right? Oh, let me see Rihanna. Oh, a cute little blonde Smurfette. Okay. All right. You're on, you maniacs. And then we went and recorded Mama Poot.
Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. Well, speaking of auditions, was there one audition story that has always stood out to you?
Well, again, yeah, it wasn't an audition, but for sure, it was a surprise. And I guess, let me think. Auditions that stand out to me. Honestly, what I think about now is because as I've been lucky to move behind the scenes so much in creating all these TV shows and writing all these movies and producing so much and directing. So I now have the opportunity to sort of sit in the room when actors come in, and I've learned so much that I didn't know about all those years auditioning when I thought that I could just get it right. It says eyeliner right there. I'll wear a leather jacket and eyeliner. And I memorized it perfectly. And I showed up on time and I'm ready. And this crazy thing happens, when somebody walks into the room, that even though it's exactly written like that, either they're right or they're wrong for other sort of reasons of essence, or all of these kind of conversations that have happened behind the scenes where they've, the team of producers and filmmakers have decided on something else that wasn't even in that script, and it just makes me so compassionate for, little me out there thinking I could just get it right. And this kind of whole fantasy story that I would attach to something and, realize that, okay, maybe she was kind of a cool, tough girl in a Scorsese movie, but not on that episode of CSI. They just meant sort of like, I don't know, like a spray tan girl. They didn't really mean she had lived through it. I know when I learned it also in person, as there's that movie, what's it called? Wild Things with Nev Campbell and Denise Richards. And in the sides it said slick your hair back like a Robert Palmer girl. So I did, but I was probably only 16. There was no, I probably came in there like a comedian, but I was really serious about it because I was getting it right. And it's such a relief to kind of transition over to the other side and say, oh my God, this person is amazing. I'm going to remember them for something else. But in many ways, it was the lesson of run your own race, because the things that are meant for you are meant for you. And the ones that aren't have got sort of nothing to do with you. So you don't have to really fight that hard. I think more than anything, I'm still talking, is that sort of reputationally, like casting directors and producers and writers are starting to see and get familiar with you. And then as soon as something makes sense for you, it's going to come your way. That's my sort of global auditioning assessment.
Yeah, no, that's such good advice. So much wisdom in there. I love that so much. Does your voice work in the Smurfs? It was just so upbeat and playful and fun. Did you find exploring the animated world of the Smurfs, did that sharpen or shape anything in your toolkit as you stepped into the Marvel universe for Fantastic Four?
I don't know that the two necessarily
Allied.
Yeah, I mean, only in that I think as the years go by, I'm much more like wear it like a loose garment in terms of my perfectionism. I guess I do have probably a lot more perfectionism around, maybe writing and directing these days. But even there, I'm learning more and more that kind of sort of like real clinging, I gotta get the take right, or this scene could be written yet again. I think that, I'm grateful to have a lot going on because it sort of right sizes everything in a way. Like you can't take any of it too seriously. And I think I always love being in an ensemble, in Smurfs and in Fantastic Four. And I probably shouldn't be talking about this other movie here, but Bad Guys 2, which I love also. It's just, I love being a part of a team, I think, and realizing that it's kind of the sum of all of our parts in a way.
Yeah.
It's not, I think there's sort of a false belief when you're newer to something that it's all on my shoulders, and starting to realize, no, it's also the director and the sound design and the other characters. And also as scripts change and stuff, that's not all, sort of like lose a little bit of the self-centered experience. Not to say, we're not all nuts and self-centered or something, but at least there's like the joy of being part of a team. And so, I love being a part of a Smurfs community. It's so much more fun than being the only Smurf.
Yeah, it's such a good reminder. It's a team
Yeah.
effort for sure. Well, thank you so much, Natasha. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Thank you. Nice to meet you, Lauren.
You as well. Have a great day.
Thanks.
Okay, so I'm just gonna lead right into it because we gotta wrap up. But basically, I'm just gonna go into Fantastic Four. It was a great interview, but Natasha was in Fantastic Four First Steps, which I got to see last night, which comes out probably when this is gonna come out or whenever. But she was amazing. She was probably my favorite part of the whole movie, just because I related to her on like a personal level a little bit, because she had some like moments in there that but I don't want to get into spoilers because it's Fantastic Four and people, whatever, like need time to watch it. So all I'll say is that Galactus is really cool. The fight scenes are really cool. And yeah, and just and I wanted to ask the audience one question. If you're a fan of the Marvel universe, is it because do you enjoy watching the movies individually? Like, are you one person who like, each movie is its own movie, or do you see it as like one big universe and like you watch it only because you want to see like the one big universe? So is it like, so just tell us in the comments, because I'm so curious, because like I have my own things that I like and why I like it, but I'm curious about you. And just to end this off, I just want to say that in August we have Wednesday and Freakier Friday coming out, and so we're so excited for that. And I hope everyone enjoyed this episode. I'm Mordechai, and this is Daniella, my co-host, and we're so excited because this was such a fun episode. I had fun.
It was so fun. Totally. It was so much fun to chat about all of our favorite shows and movies and everything that's been happening. And the 2 Smurfs interviews that we got to watch and play back, those are really cool. They were both very different, I feel like, from our usual interviews. So that was so fun.
Totally.
So this was a great episode. And we can't forget to ask them to subscribe, because guess what? Next week, there's going to be a brand new episode, which is so exciting. Every Friday, we release a new episode. So make sure you stream and subscribe, because we have so much fun hanging out with you. So thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks so much. Talk to you later.
Bye.
See you on the next one. Bye.